certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals are set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. So here are the Cardinals now with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, Townsend. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Let's go.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Looking to throw. Townsend. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The 20, 5, and finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
And that was an example of catching a team off guard because it really paid off for them. They weren't ready for that at all. I know they weren't ready to try and catch him because once he hit full stride, that was going to turn into a big play, and it did.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things could be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Townsend throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Looking to throw. Townsend. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now they try the right side here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Townsend. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Townsend. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Page. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down now. It's Page, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from it?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
They'll run on first down. It's Page. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, Townsend. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
6 yards left on second down. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. From the gun on third down, Townsend. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. On second down, it's Page. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. He'll look to throw. Going up top. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Indy. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did, because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
On first down, Page. And a short gain down to about the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go.
So out now come the Cardinals. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And to give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Off play action. Townsend. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 11. Operating from the gun. Townsend. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to keep this again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and feel him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
To throw on second down. Townsend. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Give them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
2nd and 9. Back to throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a handoff here to his running back across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Bucs with a strong performance as they get the win at home in the opener. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. The Rams playing well in their opener, trying to send their sellout crowd home happy. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game? They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. For the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Page. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. On 3rd and 2. Townsend. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They'll run on 1st down. It's Page, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards the pick up there.
Okay, baby, I see you.
A 7-yard gain brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cardinals' 40-yard line.
Second and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Page. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So certainly the question there, 4th and very short, why throw so deep?
Sometimes the defense actually forces you into these things. Sometimes. What happens is you might end up in a man coverage where they press up tight. Could be a zone coverage where they're crowding the line of scrimmage, and receivers have to convert their routes to try and beat that coverage, and you end up throwing it deeper than you want to. Preferably, you want a 3-yard pass in this situation. Get the first down and keep the sticks going.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and
22.
Back to throw. Townsend. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the gun, Townsend. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Indy set to go on offense once more. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and inches. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend over the middle, complete. That's Logan. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Townsend. Allen's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Townsend. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Townsend. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
somewhere
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game. And
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Page, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Page. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from the defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then got back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
That he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Here we go.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Open space inside the 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw here. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The football going back over to Arizona now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. So the Colts now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:11 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here, he's back to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Page. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Cards, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.